welcome back to another video. If you're brand new, I am Emily, otherwise known as Shamanism, otherwise known as who knows what, M organically. You can call me anything, just don't call me late for dinner. Welcome. Again, as I've said, if you're brand new, hello, hi, good to meet you. And if you're older, if you're of the older variety, mwah, thank you, I appreciate you being here, I love you. So today, I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to come here and talk about, to tell you the truth. I had prepared a subject that is fine and I most likely will talk about. However, I also thought to myself, what if I just go there and I kind of see what comes through? Now, I'm not a channeler, I'm not saying that I am. I'm just feeling the energy of essentially what does the collective need to kind of hear out there from somebody like me or whoever. I know this is like something you encounter with tarot readings out there. It's different with me. Obviously, I'm not a tarot reader. Like I said, I'm not a channeler, I'm just a human being. Still, I'm a human being who is a channel and conduit for love and positivity on this earth, and therefore, I figured, why don't this time, instead of me directing the path of this video, why don't I let the surrounding environment, whatever the energies of the times, tell me what I should spread out there. And so what came to me right before I sat down here actually, and was sitting here in the wonderful silence, which hopefully is as quiet for you guys on there as it is for me actually sitting here. I don't know. At any rate, what came through was relax, breathe, slow down and calm down, take it easy, basically, which is probably what I'll title the video. Take it easy, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. You know, I don't know what it's been like for you all out there. For me, the eclipse season, time, period, whatever, still kind of ongoing, was extremely intense, or was, shall I say, perhaps the culmination of some really intense energies, kind of, you know. So I hope that during that time, all of you stayed safe, stayed sane, you're all doing well. And if you happen to be like me, which I imagine at least some of you are, then the message that was coming through really and seriously truly is, and this is one which I bring to the forefront because it's something that I myself struggle with on the regular basis and something that I'm aiming to change. And that is like the pace of my work, or just sort of this work-driven, constant go, go, go thing. And I know a lot of you out there will resonate with that because it's sort of how we were just conditioned with life. And recently I've been drawn to, when I do indulge on online content, which isn't all that much actually anymore, only people that I really resonate with, and funny enough, like they're basically in natural environments. So I'm really feeling the strong calling to like be as much immersed in nature. I've accumulated some more plants, which actually, note to self and note to you guys, remind me, I should do a little like introduce you to my plants video. I am in the process of growing, let's see if I can remember, just a few little like house plant herbs. I have basil. I'm growing lemon balm for the first time, so we'll see how that goes. I have Swiss chard because my parents like that sort of thing, and I thought that grows easy enough. And I have sage, and I'm really excited about sage. If you know much about me, you'll know that I'm in love with this plant sage overall as a whole. It's amazing. Fun fact about sage, if you didn't know this, sage is really, really fascinating. So if you happen to have a sage bush, like say that my parents do at their house, it's weird to explain, right? But essentially, if you take off a leaf of the plant to use for something, that smells delicious, right? Like think about if you rub a mint leaf, how delicious the smell. Side note, for any of these plants that you use as oils or things like, or you cook with, if you rub the leaves, that's how you can kind of smell the aroma of them. Anyhow, I lost my train of thought thinking about that. I was talking about sage, right, sage. So sage is an interesting plant because not only do the leaves smell, like typically with plants, the part that is the most fragrant is the flowers or the leaves. And what I find intoxicating in the best sense of the word about sage is that not only do the leaves smell, but like the entire plant smells like sage. So essentially, let's say, I can't imagine why you would ever want to do this. Side note, if you ever do pull up sage from your house and you don't want it, call me because I want it. I love sage and I will happily house your homeless sage plants. Anyway, if for some reason this was to, for example, ever become invasive on your property and you were pulling it out by the roots, so not only do the sage leaves smell, but the branches smell and the whole plant smells. I think even the roots. I mean, I haven't specifically tested this, but if you go and you pull out some sage from the ground, it smells like sage. So it's wonderful because if that's a smell that you enjoy, the entire plant smells like it. I suppose in a goofy retrospect, right, that's why they make these sage bundles and they include the sticks with them, because the whole thing smells and the whole thing burns. Beautiful holy plant, by the way. Beautiful, holy, herbal, helpful, healing, wonderful smelling, aromatherapeutic, all sorts of good things plant if you want a low-key, hardy plant. Why on earth did I start talking about plants? Oh, just because I have new things growing. I have a little bitty, like foot-long, it's a weird way of describing it, but grow lamp that just stands on a table. So I have a couple just little seedlings growing. And I actually should document this for the channel, because this is a garden-centric, or was intended to be a garden-centric channel, right? It is what it is. At this point, it's just me, my development, and also gardening. So anyway, what I was going to share was that I need to prune one of my avocado plants, and I've been terrified to do it, guys, because what I basically need to do is the story of this plant, which maybe I'll insert pictures when I edit this or something. Yeah, I will. What had happened with this plant was, this was an avocado seed that I grew from seed. I took it out of, an avocado that I ate, and I grew it the, old-fashioned or whatever way, the most common way, where you just stick some toothpicks in it and you put it in a glass of water and it grows some roots and then grows the plant. Now, the funny part of the story is that with Lazarus, as this plant is now known, for reasons that you will come to understand. So I don't remember where I was going, but I took a trip somewhere. I forget what for, but anyway, I was going away. And so I entrusted my parents with this avocado tree seedling, right? Note to self, never trust your parents who can kill your plants so easily, and maybe note to you as well. Anyhow, so I left my plant with them for, let's say, a month. Now, taking care of avocado seeds in this state is actually really pretty easy. You can literally just put them in a cup, and all you really need to do is maintain that the water level doesn't sink below, like if this was the seed, you keep the water about halfway through it, up to it, through it, whatever. And what the comical story was that my parents apparently didn't hear what I actually said about that and just let it drain. And so here's the part that is amazing to me, though, is that Lazarus, the plant, wanted to live so badly that it drew its roots down. It did start to grow its roots immediately, but it had to keep going because they just didn't replenish the water. Why? I don't know. So long story short, this plant became known as Lazarus because when I got home, it was shriveled up. The seed, which is supposed to look, smooth and contoured and whatever, was almost shriveled to the point of being a raisin. And I was like, well, okay, not that bad, but it was shriveled. And I thought, oh my gosh, you've killed my avocado plant. I entrusted you with my baby and you killed him. And so when I returned home, I put it in the right amount of water and I was like, please grow. So long story short, it grew. And because of the light situation in our house, it shot up like really tall. It grew to be, I don't know, I haven't measured it, but it's let's say 2.5 feet tall. That wouldn't be a problem except for the fact that it did just shoot up. So it's not like it shot up and then there's leaves along the way. No, it's just a tiny trunk, which goes up to, yes, from my elbow to the top of my head. And anyway, so that's Lazarus. So Lazarus is still alive, and I recently just transplanted him. And then I found a video that explained that, number one, you can prune your avocado trees, which I didn't know. And two, that you can actually lob off the entire, all of the foliage that they have, potentially, in order to save the life of it. And it will grow, if you cut it in the right place, it will grow new foliage and fix itself, kind of, essentially. So I've been hesitant to do it because, you guys know I'm a sensitive girl, and the idea of lopping my plant just feels wrong. However, that being said, I prepared another pot because I discovered a way that I can save, because I was like, listen, I am such a bleeding heart environmentalist type plant lover that when I heard that, oh crap, I have to lop up all the leaves of my avocado top, and how is it going to photosynthesize? I was like, my second thought was, oh, but what about the top of the tree, which is all lush and kind of beautiful and is the only thing doing the synthesizing? Can't I save that? Lo and behold, I found a video that says that you can save them. So I'm going to attempt to do that either this evening or tomorrow, in the next couple of days. When I do that, perhaps I will make a video about how that went. Either when I do it, maybe I'll make a video about it, or how that went. I don't know, one or the other. And it's fascinating. So you may or may not know this, but you can like root other plants, like for example, the top of my avocado tree, by sticking it into other plants, some of them. It's not like it works with everything, but one you can use is an onion. You can cut an onion in half and stick the top of your plant into it and it will grow roots because it has like a root growth hormone or something in it. And or I think I've seen people do it in a banana. Don't quote me on that one. I'll have to try that for myself and then confirm that. But the banana seeding method, we'll have to try one of these days. I'm sure we'll have enough. Oh, as a side interesting bonus, if you're here this long, also thank you, is that I discovered, not for myself, but I came across a video that shows that this is totally possible, that believe it or not, you might be able to grow a whole heck ton of chamomile from a tea bag. So all you need to do, if I'm not getting this wrong, is get, say, a 6-inch pot, get a chamomile tea bag, open the tea bag, and now you need to put dirt into the pot, of course. First step, put dirt in pot. Potting mix, pot. Second step, chamomile tea bag. Open the tea bag and sprinkle the contents onto the top of the soil, just on the top of the soil. Then take a spray bottle, like spritzy of water, so spritz really, really well, like soak the whole thing. Now the only thing you then have to do is wait and keep it moist and misted, like I would imagine on a daily basis, but just make sure that it stays wet, and it will grow you a heck ton of chamomile flowers. You're welcome. And maybe if I can find her link again, I will link the girl who I found that piece of information from, which was like mind-blowing, because one of the things she explains in the video is that if you go out to a garden store, say, and you buy like chamomile seeds specifically, it'll be, I would guess, $5 maybe, which I'm pretty sure is roughly the cost of like a box of tea. So her point was basically that from one, get this, from one tea bag, she got, wait for it, 4,000 chamomile seedlings, guys, from one tea bag. So I'm not that great at math, but I'm sure you can do the math, and I don't have to be that good at math to know that that's a heck ton lot more flowers than you're likely to even get from a single pack of going to buy the chamomile flowers from, say, a garden store like Agway or whatever you have near you. Or let's see, what else is there? Home Depot, whatever. I don't know, wherever you go to get your garden stuff. So as your bonus tip, if you want to go grow like cheap chamomile, a heck ton of cheap chamomile, or start it out. It's annual, by the way, so just know that if you want to regrow it, it's the kind of thing you have to save seeds and such. But anyway, it's a wonderful, wonderful herb. And the girl was remarking comically that she even tried once, she had a bag of tea that she had boiled and drank the tea from that she put in the compost. And lo and behold, they scattered this compost in their garden and then they were getting wild chamomile seedlings. So like chamomile is super hardy, which ties back to the point of this video, the message that was coming through that I wanted to leave you guys with, to transmit from nature, from Mama Gaia, from whoever, wherever. The message seriously coming through is to treat yourself as a queen, king, whatever gender you are, whatever, it doesn't matter. To treat yourself as a precious diamond in this world, because you sincerely are. Your unique vibration, flavor, everything about you that is you is unique, is, like I spoke about the last time, like a point on that pointless painting. And although you may not be able to see, I don't know why I'm tripping over my words, how important you are in the grand scheme of things, you are a part of that painting. And without you, like I said last time, that pointless painting, the world, this whole game, would be having a gaping hole where it needs to have you. So please respect yourself enough to take the time, two really important things. Slow down and rest and give yourself that kind of love. And 2, do something every single day. I don't care if it's only for 5 minutes. Do something every single day. I don't care who you are, where you come from, every day. No matter what it is, you can make 5 minutes to do something that you yourself enjoy, that just you enjoy. It doesn't matter what your cousins are doing, what your friends think, what your mama wants you to do. No. For these 5 minutes a day, and I really would love it if you guys would comment below and actually do this, genuinely. Comment that you're going to take this rest, whether that's a day of rest, whether it's a week of rest. Take the rest you need. And for goodness sake, comment below and tell me what thing you're going to do, because it's only 5 minutes a day, and I absolutely believe that it is vital to grounding, to sanity, to maintaining having an inner child and finding joy in the world, to do something fun for even 5 minutes, but to commit to yourself to doing that for five dang minutes of every day. For me, one of those things is playing the handpan, which reminds me that I need to make a future video about that. There is a meditation coming for that. yadity. You guys know I could talk your ears off all day, but I think that's enough for one. And after all, though I have talked at quite a pace today and really kind of just been going, the message really is to calm down and slow down, to take it easy. Because like I said at the beginning, if you're kind of workaholic tendency like me, it's amazing how much even one day of silence, like away, turn off your social media, do a dopamine detox. I have a video on that, which just search it if you want to know about how that works. I find that to be an extremely beneficial practice, dopamine detoxing. You can do that for just a day. What it basically is you just disconnect from all the electronics, the social things, the social media, literally like everything. And you can take it to more extreme levels where like you water fast that day and you just allow yourself like a pen and paper so that you can write down ideas that you have and things like that. And I'm not kidding, guys. The amount of creativity that you'll find comes out of yourself originally after you've done that is astounding. Because what a lot of us, I think, don't realize is how we've almost dumbed down our creativity because of how distracted we are. But that's another discussion for another day. So please, my request, prayer for you, etc., is that you take the time to recognize how precious you are, to realize that your body and your being is valuable and necessary, and that you deserve to rest it, and that in resting it, that's a big part of your body healing. So I also want to share this cute little sweatshirt that I bought from Jacksepticeye. If you know who he is, he's a YouTuber. This is his little cute little logo, Sunny. And I am in love with this. You will absolutely be seeing me in this in the next coming days because it's getting cool around here finally. I don't know if you guys can really see, not really, but up kind of in there, the trees are starting to turn golden and reddish colors. Maybe I'll take you guys on like a brief little tree tour next time or something, or give you a tree tour in the beginning or outro of a video coming soon. I don't know, whatever. So that's what I've been up to. I've been taking what feels like a long needed, much awaited, big, deep breath. And so I haven't really been around much other than here on the channel. And it's been really necessary. I've really been spending a lot of time connecting to nature, connecting back to the elements, back with people, some people that align with me. What else? Growing plants, because you guys know I love that. Trying to help my parents prepare for setting up their house because they're going to move. And so I was doing some like odd outdoor jobs because I like that kind of thing. I was weeding for them. They have sort of like a Zen garden out in the back. Maybe one day I'll show you guys. So yeah, my sincere request and prayer for you, whatever you can call it, is that you take time for yourself. Seriously, please take those 5 minutes every day, whoever you are, whatever is going on. You deserve those 5 minutes to yourself. You deserve those 5 minutes of peace, and you deserve those 5 minutes of joy. So whatever you choose to do in those 5 minutes, it doesn't matter as long as it's not hurting anyone. But please do it. And sincerely, comment down below and you don't have to do it for me, sincerely, but do it for your own sake, and so that you can encourage others who find this video to take the time for themselves. Guys, we do not rest enough in this culture. It is one of my big, I guess you could call it, pet peeves of American culture and just Western society culture in general. Is like, one thing I know the Spaniards always got right was they take a siesta, and although their timing of that for me is difficult, it's smart. There's a reason a lot of these European cultures take a break at some point during the day, because you should respect yourself enough to be able to do that. And you deserve to love yourself enough to do that. Love yourself. I know I say it in so many different ways. I really mean it for you. And I know, listen, if I can leave you with one piece of advice today, besides the resting and doing seriously implementing 5 minutes a day of anything that you love to do, whatever that is, it's just put yourself first. If your external world is projecting something that you don't like, really look inside, and instead of trying to change what you're seeing, think about what isn't working inside of you or what doesn't feel good inside of you, and work from the inside out. And I know that sounds super duper simple, and it is in a way. It's, as they say, simple but not easy to like follow through with, or people don't often do that. So I wish you a beautiful weekend, a beautiful week ahead, and I will see you guys for the next Talking Thursday. Remember to relax, put yourself first and foremost, love yourself, believe in your authenticity, and go forward with confidence and with love. Always lead with love first. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Namaste. Don't forget to subscribe. If you liked this video or you know anyone who it would help with, please share the video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, lovelies. Mwah.